what's up? It's Alexandria. Welcome back to Kristen and Alexandria, and in today's video I'm basically going to just be showing you guys how I do my foundation routine, or my everyday foundation routine. I like to call it the French girl aesthetic foundation routine. Basically I like a really natural face that just looks really natural and really radiant still. I'm just really obsessed with like French girl makeup. They don't really tend to wear very much makeup. They actually barely put on foundation. I mean, I'm sure some French girls do, but whenever I watch French girl makeup tutorials, they're always just using concealer. So I have tried that and I don't really necessarily like the look of just concealer on the face, but I have found a foundation that looks completely like skin. It's gonna blow your mind, and it is the new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation that she did just redo. She just redid her liquid foundation, and this stuff is absolutely amazing. You put it on, it just looks like skin. It completely just blew my mind. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned so that you can see what this looks like, because I feel like this is the French girl makeup style meets American. I found like that perfect middle ground so that we are putting on makeup and we're looking super facially flawless without looking like we are actually wearing makeup, if that makes sense. So I also have another little secret that I'm going to share with you guys that I do every single time that I do my makeup, because I have found that it makes my makeup look super flawless, super just absolutely natural, filtered, blended. You're gonna look absolutely amazing, and people are gonna be looking at you like, are you wearing makeup or are you just wearing a really good moisturizer? So you're gonna want to stay tuned and to see what I do at the end of this video that really makes my makeup look really flawless. But without further ado, if you like the way my makeup looks right now, we're gonna jump into the video. But first, actually, before I go, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel down below, as well as hit the bell notification at the top of this video so that you never miss a video. Give the video a thumbs up and make sure you leave a comment down below as well. But yes, if you like this makeup, then let's just get started. Okay, so the goal here is to create a very skin-like texture, but we still want to look luminous and hydrated. So one of the things that I start off with is my Huda Beauty. This is that Blockbuster Wonder Cream. This moisturizer is amazing. So I think this is the perfect, especially if you have drier skin like me, base to sort of layer on your skin before you start laying down your makeup. I'm obsessed with her cream. I think it's amazing. I haven't tried the whole line yet, but this face moisturizer is absolutely, it's the bomb. And I love the bottle. I love the packaging. The little container is just so beautiful. How cute is that? So once I'm nice and moisturized, I am actually going to go in with a little bit of Kylie Skin sunscreen. I actually really love her sunscreen. I'm not so fond of the rest of the line, but this is actually a really nice sunscreen just because it is sort of a clear sunscreen, and it reminds me of the Smashbox makeup primer, the photo finish one that everyone used to be absolutely insanely obsessed with back in the day. It reminds me of that. Gives a nice little base to layer your makeup upon. And then I'm actually going to be taking Huda Beauty's Water Jelly Primer and Hydrating Primer. And this stuff I love because, like I said, I'm very dry in the winter time, so this really does help to give my skin some hydration. And now we are pretty much done layering on our base to lay the rest of our makeup. So skincare is so important, priming is so important in my opinion, because you want to have something, a nice base for the makeup to adhere to. So I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty new Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I've been using this stuff so much lately. I thought that I loved the stick foundation, but She reformulated her liquid foundation and it works amazing. I have this in the same color as the stick foundation, which is 440G Cinnamon. And this stuff is, like I said, absolutely amazing. It has a lot of claims. It's supposed to be transfer proof, pool party proof. She says pool party proof, Dubai proof, so it's heat proof and sweat proof. And this stuff is just amazing. This is going to make our skin look like skin. I am going to take her brush from the original stick foundation launch. She launched this with the stick foundation. It's called like the Build and Buff brush. You're going to want to, I'm getting nervous because you're going to want to work this foundation into your skin right away because it is more of a matte foundation. It's a luminous matte, so we're not going to be completely matte, but because it is matte, and if you think about it, it is supposed to be like heat proof, waterproof, it's going to dry down fairly quickly. But she recently reformulated this foundation and it's absolutely amazing. Gives great coverage. The original formula was amazing, but one of the things that I myself and a lot of other people didn't like was that it did kind of break me out a little bit. After a few hours, I would notice when I would take my makeup off, I would notice that I would have like little fine bumps going up the sides of my cheek, and whatever was in that product that was causing that, she did take out. So yeah, this stuff is amazing. It looks very skin-like, as you can tell. So that's why it is perfect for this sort of French girl makeup tutorial, because it looks like skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing any sort of heavy makeup or anything. It just looks like you. So now what I like to do, I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Vanish Concealer, and this is a skin color concealer. But it works. It has absolutely amazing coverage, I think, for the under eye area. So that's where I like to put it, as well as around my mouth where I have some pigmentation. Now, when French girls do their makeup, one of the things that I've noticed is they don't put makeup, or they don't use a foundation base. They literally just use a very skin-like concealer. This one is a little bit neutrally toned for me, but one of the things that I like about that is that that's really what just makes you look like you're not wearing any makeup when you're not super overly highlighted. Like I said, I think this one is a little bit too neutral tone for me. It's kind of washing away the golden-y undertones in my skin, but let's see if we can make it work, because it actually is a really great concealer. The color is right, it just doesn't have any gold tone to it. So because the concealer is a little bit too deep, I am going to go in with my NARS Creamy Concealer. And this is in a little bit lighter of a color. It's in the color Caramel. And it does have those nice golden-y undertones just to bring some golden-y color back to my face. You may not have to do this. You might be able to just find a concealer that fits your undertone. Nonetheless, I do love, I don't know, it's something about this area on my face that I love. Highlight it, which is really random. It's just my chin. I love highlighting there, so we're gonna highlight there, and we're going to blend out our concealer. And you can already see that it brightened and opened back up my under eye a little bit. But I love the Hourglass Vanish Concealer because it does really do a great job at covering up dark under eyes. I do like my brows to look a little bit highlighted as well, so I am going to take the NARS Creamy and just go over my eyebrows. Some people make this like a really big project and like strategically take brushes and just like very finely. No, I don't have time to do that, so I just make it work. with the Beauty Blender. And I'm also going to do just a few dots at the bottom. And then blend until your heart is content. And voila, if you can see, I mean, it still looks like me. It still looks like my skin. I don't look so overly highlighted and like, just like cake faced, I guess. So now I am going to go in with just a little bit of powder. I like to keep things soft and not use too much powder. You don't really need it anyways. This time of year, it's winter here. So I don't really use that much powder anyways. But I'm actually going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Setting Powder. And I love this stuff. I actually got this from Carly Bible. She uses this in like all of her makeup videos now. And I was like, it must be good for her to like keep going back to it. And it actually is a very great translucent powder. I was actually kind of shocked because if you can see like how I'm putting it on, it does look very white, but it's a really good translucent powder. So it does end up settling and won't look like super white or anything. I just kind of blend and press my powder into my face. We're gonna let it sit for a bit while we do a little bit of contouring. So I would say that you could totally leave your face like this, but I definitely like to add a little bit of color, a little bit of brightness into the face. So I'm actually going to be taking the Huda Beauty Tantour Cream Contour, Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream. And this is in the color medium. I love this stuff so much. I probably could have gone a little bit darker with this stuff, but I like a more natural, more subtle contour. So I just like to do like this, just very gently. And I try not to grab too much color. It's very light because this stuff can definitely build and be super dark. So I just want enough to give me a nice, to add some dimension and color back into the face, because after we have been putting on layers of foundation and concealer, we kind of wipe away everything. So yes, you can totally change the look of your face with contour and highlight, but the goal here today is to keep everything nice and soft, pretty natural. And then because I am chunky, I like to do the bridge of my nose or the sides of my nose, because when I am smaller, my nose isn't quite as chunky. And so, yeah, when I gain weight, I always feel like I have to go in with a little bit of contour on my nose. And under the lips for a nice exaggerated effect of the lip. Also do here and here over the lips a little bit. And I like to let that sit for a bit, and then we'll come back and we'll do blush, and I'll give you guys my top secret tip basically for getting a nice flawless seamless finish. Okay, so as you see, I filled in my brows and put on a little bit of lipstick, and now we are going to blend down our contour. So now we're going to blend down our contour, specifically on my nose because that's been sitting for a while. I like to do sort of drag it down to this like side of my nose as well. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna take Huda Beauty's Kunafa powder, just because I want to add some of that goldeniness back into my face, or keep the golden tone in my face. And this Kunafa shade is like nice and yellow. I'm gonna take my original brush that I was using to do my sculpting with, and we're just going to blend. All right, so now what I like to do usually is I like to sort of give my face a nice spray to kind of dissolve some of those powders a little bit, because if you can tell, we're like really powdered up right now, and I don't want all of that powder sitting on my face. We're gonna spray multiple times throughout this video, so this is the first. And I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. Makeup is all about like letting everything kind of sit and like mold into the face. And I am gonna actually go put on mascara really quickly. And now you guys, it is time for my secret step for sort of really making your face look super natural and making everything just look like it's blended in like seamlessly. You're not gonna even really be able to tell that you're wearing like a ton of makeup, you know? So that brush that we use to put on our foundation, I probably should clean this, but this is the Huda Beauty Face and Build Buff brush. This brush is amazing. I'm so happy she came out with this brush. So what I like to use this like domey kind of shape side. You can find brushes that are separate that look just like this and can do actually the same job, but this is like very dense, and I think that's why it works so well. So when we put makeup on, we're layering so much onto our faces, and it takes a minute for the product to sink into the skin and like sort of like mold and melt into the skin. So I'm gonna use this dome kind of shaped side first, and I'm just gonna go under my eyes, and we are going to wipe away all those excess powders. As well as anywhere where I like overly put powder to set. And already you might even be able to see that it looks a little bit better, right? So now the contour, we need to get the contour to really blend into the face. So I actually got this from Sonia and Fiza on Instagram. Fiza is a makeup artist, and she's Dubai based, I believe. And she does amazing makeup. Her makeup literally looks like filter face. I can't even describe it, you guys. It looks amazing. And she takes a pressed powder, like a compact powder. I don't even have one. I've tried it before. She takes like a little pressed powder, whether it's like a foundation or just a setting powder. And then she goes back over the face, all over the face, with sort of like a brush like this and the powder. And what it does is it really gives this like filtered effect to the face. So I have tried it numerous times, and for me, I felt like, I don't know if I was just doing it wrong. I was probably just doing it wrong. I see where it would look really great for photos. But one of the things that I've been highlighting all throughout this video is bringing some of those golden tones back into the face so that my face doesn't look so flat. And so I noticed that if I was going back over it with a powder, then I was kind of just ruining what I like laid down on the face. And maybe if I had taken a lighter powder and went over it and then went back over like with my bronzer and stuff, maybe it would have worked. But you guys, that is not feasible. So basically, I don't want to look like I'm wearing so much makeup just to get that faux filter look. So by using a brush like this, that's kind of, I don't even know what kind of brush this is. Is it like domed kind of style brush? I am going to go back over my face like this and really just like almost kind of press and buff and beat my face. Do you guys see like how the contour is like really blending in? And I'm even gonna go even where I put blush on and just kind of blend everything together. And I'm not gonna hit the inside of my face too much, because as I'm doing this, product is kind of coming off my face, right? So I don't wanna like go under my eyes like this, which I just did, because we don't want all that product to be, again, to like lose the brightness in the center of the face. So instead of doing this with a powder, you just do it with the brush and just go back over all of your work with the brush to really blend everything together. So this is like my secret, I guess, to really getting like a really flawless face, because it's gonna make us look, make our makeup look nice and blended in, and just help it to melt into the skin a little bit more. I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. So after I do all of that, then I'm gonna go back in, and I'm using the Beauty Bakery spray. The Huda Boss, is it called Boss Face spray, is absolutely amazing for this. It's gonna really help to hold the makeup in place, and you're not gonna get any slippage or anything. It's absolutely amazing. But this stuff works kind of similar. And as you can see, I mean, I think it looks really good. It looks like really natural makeup. I like to spray, and I like to keep spraying, and I like to spray a lot because it really does help to take that fake cakey look off of the face. So I think using some sort of setting spray is essential to getting such a natural kind of face, you know? So here is a little final look. Just gonna get it to dry down a little. And voila, you have a nice natural looking face that literally doesn't take that much time at all. But like I said, makeup is all about sort of letting the makeup sink into the skin, letting everything sort of sit and like mold to your face, I guess, in a way, for a little while. And then, yeah, over time, you guys, like after a couple of hours, this is honestly going to look even better. I hate the way my makeup always looks within the first 30 to 45 minutes of me doing it. It always looks like it's too much, doesn't really look like how I want it to look. And then maybe like as an hour goes by, it sets into the face and it really just looks like beautiful. So I always say, if you have somewhere to go, do your makeup at least an hour before you have to be at that event or be at that place, because you really need to let it sit on the face. And yeah, that is how I get my perfect natural French girl sort of face makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe down below. Hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!